Welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. This is Sandy, and today Joe and I have gone up into the hills to go hiking, and we're going to practice some snare traps that I think everybody should know how to use, even if they never do it. Where we go, it is just fabulous. There's a little creek that goes along, and the whole hike you can see the creek. Sometimes it's close, sometimes it's far away, but you really get to notice all the plants. And so I'm always looking for edible plants to forage with. And on this trip, we found a lot of them. This is some wild mint. And wild mint is great for teas. You can add it to meats. And the wild mint is actually flowering right now. And you can see how it flowers on the stalk. But we had lunch up here, and we just had a relaxing time and just spent some time just looking at all of nature. We did find another mine. It had collapsed, but the frame where the entrance was is still intact. Now we found some bergamot, and that makes a great tea. There was also yarrow and a lot of other edible plants. And we found hazelnuts. They weren't quite ready, and some common blue asters were just everywhere. Doug, I'm wearing a Commander Bacon hat today. Now we are going to practice some snare traps. We weren't trapping any animals. It's just a skill that's good to know. So you make a trigger stick, and all traps, or most traps, have some kind of trigger stick. And I need a place where I can tie a string to the tree. That'll go down to my trigger stick, and you can see how it's pulled down there, and I bent the tree, the sapling, over, and then I have where that indentation is where it's going to stick to the stake that goes into the ground. And you can use twine, wire, whatever you're going to use for your snare. And the idea is that you want to stand it up. I use grass. Joe sometimes uses sticks to make it stand up. That's just totally up to you. And the idea is the squirrel or the chipmunk or the rabbit will go through there, and you will catch it and cook it up and have a nice dinner when you're out in the woods. Now this stick, I'm going to pretend, is my rabbit. And it's just going to go through there, it's going to get in there, and it snaps and pops up, and because it's on a sapling, it goes up in the air. Now today we were not trapping any animals at all. It's just a skill that I think people should know how to do with our craziness in our world, that if they needed to trap something, they had the skill to do it. As always, have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.